Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson of drlisamthompson.com, and I have a question for you. Are you struggling with getting leads for your business where you don't have the money to spend on ads? You don't have the time to do hotel parties, calling people, facing the fear of rejection, and you just don't have the technical know-how to build blogs, do webinars, or shoot videos. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you today one of the biggest insights on how easy it is to build a business from top home business expert Diane Hochman. I learned this in a roundtable discussion she participated in with other top 20 home business professionals, where they were talking about how to get more leads for your business without having to do advertising, without having to do any type of traditional network marketing where you would have to sit there and do home parties, hotel meetings, and you don't need to be tech savvy, and you can work it into your nooks and crannies of your day. Now, before I get into the big insight I learned from Diane, if you would like to listen to this roundtable discussion, go to www.drlisamthompson.com/interviews, where you can get the 82-minute audio recording of this roundtable discussion along with a 68-page ebook where they share more secrets, and you can get it for just $1. So go to drlisamthompson.com/interviews. It's in the first pinned comment section below this video, and it's also in the video description. So let's talk about what I learned here from Diane. This was her, my big takeaway from her. If you don't know who Diane Hochman is, Diane is a 20-year home business veteran. Okay, she has made 7 figures in affiliate marketing, and she's also made multiple 6 figures in network marketing. And what she shared, you don't know her story. When she first got started 20 years ago, she was a stay-at-home mom with $40,000 in credit card debt. She didn't have the money to do advertising. She didn't have the time in her day, having 2 young daughters, to be trying to figure out how to do things online. The only thing she learned how to do was use an autoresponder to follow up with her leads. But she focused on one strategy, and she did it in a progression. And the first thing she did is she became a promoter. That is the biggest skill that you need to learn when you're first getting started. Because what tends to happen when you want to start an online business, there's so much information out there. It's like taking a drink from a fire hose. And there are all these strategies out there, you know, from social media, doing things on Facebook and Facebook Lives, doing things on Twitter, Instagram, paid advertising, blogging, doing webinars. And you literally feel that you have to master everything before you get started. And it's so overwhelming that a confused mind never takes action. And you never learn anything. And your business becomes a time and a money pit. So what Diane did is she simplified the process. So she became the #1 skill you need to learn in the beginning when first getting started is being a promoter. Promotion. So what Diane did is she went in and she found out who her leaders were. So in network marketing, she found out who her upline leaders were. In affiliate marketing, she found out who were the biggest leaders and experts who would be most helpful in solving the biggest problem her audience had. So she went and she found them. And then what she did is she just pointed people to them, to those leaders, to do the training. So what she did is she found out what the tools were. So if you're in network marketing, what is your company tools? Leverage your company tools, whether it's a video, a sizzle call, or it's a webinar that your leaders are doing, okay? And you point people to that. You point people to those. Let the leaders do the training. All you're doing, and if those of you who remember back in the 1970s, there was this show called The Love Boat, and it's about people who would go on these cruises. And one of the main characters in the show was called Julie. She was the cruise director. And so when people wanted to go have fun and they wanted certain things on the ship, they would go to Julie. Julie would be like, okay, you want to do this? You go over here. You know, you go on this deck if you want to go do dancing. So what you need to do is be like that cruise director, where you're going to point people to where they need to go. And there's nothing wrong with doing, you're not selling, doing hard selling that way. So what you're doing is you're finding out what problems people have, and then you point them to the solution. Now, how did she do that, where she got people reaching out to her on social media without people, turning your Facebook profile into an online advertising message board? What she also did is she studied the stories of her leaders and other people who have had a result. So if you're first getting started in your business, and maybe you're in a weight loss, health and wellness, and you're first getting started, you don't have your story yet with the product, but you can leverage the story of other people. So what she did is she leveraged the stories of, studied the people on stage, studied the books that came in, the monthly newsletter of people who have been rising up in the business, hitting the ranks, and she studied their stories. And what she did is she talked about those stories, saying, so proud. To give you a recent example, there is a good friend of mine named Justin, who is with Diane, introduced him to a weight loss product. Justin has always struggled with his weight. Justin, in the last few months, has lost over 60 pounds. And all Justin did, and Diane taught him how to do this, is he just documented weight loss. And she was telling other people to watch his, I'm so proud of my friend Justin. He's losing weight. He's finally taking control of his health. And it's so exciting to see him push away food that he would normally eat seconds on. Way to go, Justin. Okay. And, talking about and sharing his story of how he would, hated going clothes shopping. And now he's taking pictures of him going and buying new clothes and looking all fancy in a new suit. And so she would leverage those stories, and people be going, well, what's he doing? What is he doing? How is he doing that? And people would reach out to her, and then she would point them to the solution, seeing if they were open or taking a look at at a short video or listening to an audio or going on a webinar to hear more about it. That's how she did it in the beginning. And she did it just working the nooks and crannies of her day, having, young kids running around. She doesn't have a whole lot of time to sit there and do that. And that's all she focused on, is becoming a promoter. And she did that until she achieved 100 to 200 leads. And the leads were considered people reaching out to her saying, yes, I'm open to taking a look. Whether they got in on her autoresponder or they reached out to her on Facebook Messenger and said, yes, I'm interested. I want to know more. One of those two. Once she hit having 100 to 200 leads, by that time, she was able to have a story, because she's also using the product, became a product of the product, and began to incorporate her story into her marketing, and used that to document her journey, using curiosity posts. People reached out to her. Okay, people reached out to her, and then guess what? She still pointed them to the leaders training. She's still pointing them out to the leaders training. So you got good at being a promoter. Then you could become a personality by incorporating your story. Now, before I get into the third part, okay, if you want to hear more of Diane's roundtable discussion with 20 other top home business experts to get that 83-minute audio recording, as well as the 63-page ebook, go to drlisamthompson.com/interviews, and you can pick up a copy, and it only costs $1. It's the best dollar you will ever spend. It's in the first pinned comment section below this video, and it's also in the video description. Now, the last thing you do, okay, after you get it good at promotion and then you become the personality and incorporate your story into it, then you can become the professional, because at this point you're still learning the marketing skills. You're starting to learn more about marketing. You've got your story down. Now you can think about scaling and doing other types of marketing, maybe creating your own funnel, maybe creating your own blog, maybe doing Facebook advertising, but you don't have to worry about that in the beginning, okay? You know, she always believes in Zig Ziglar's take a person as far as they can see, and when they get there, they can see further. So right now, if you're just getting started, haven't had any results, focus on promotion. Use your tools and leverage the stories of your leaders and other people who've had results. When you do that, and you're using the product, and you start developing your own story, that's how you're going to get more people reaching out to you. Diane said something really profound to me the other day. It's not in the roundtable discussion audio, but she said, you know, too often people today are looking to beat the Facebook algorithms, the social media algorithms, and failing to understand that the marketplace, people who are online, people who are using social media are very smart, and they can spot people who are doing that. And so you have to go back to the basics of authentic communication and being genuine in your marketing. And so when you are promoting, you're promoting stories, you're promoting success, showing people through curiosity posts, that's how you're going to get people reaching out to you. And that's how you can build a successful business in the beginning without any ad spend, without having to worry about chasing down friends and family, without having to do hotel parties, doing home parties, doing facing rejection, because you're talking to people who are truly interested. So there you have it, my friends. I hope you got value today. If you did, leave a comment and share. And if you want, again, pick up a copy of that roundtable discussion with the top 20 home business experts, and to get that PDF to go along with it. It's an 82-minute audio as well as with the PDF ebook. Go to drlisamthompson.com/interviews. It's available for that ridiculous price of just $1. No other strings attached. This is one of the best recordings that can really help you move your business forward. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.